Hello, guys. I think so. I'm live now. Just quickly confirm if I'm live and I'm audible to you or not, and if my screen is clearly visible. Just confirm this part. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the last date of our boot camp, day five of our boot camp, and so just quickly confirm if I am audible to you and everything is fine from my side. Once you confirm it, then we will move forward. Okay. Yes. Okay. Great. Great. So again, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the day five of this boot camp. And today we will be wrapping up everything. So we have to work on the front end part. So that's the only thing remaining on the landing page. Once we are done, we'll deploy and test our application. Okay. Hopefully, it does not take much time. Then after our deployment, I will explain you the assignment. Okay. So we have a little assignment to complete, and hopefully we will get to know what assignment do we have and what might be the last date. So, I was going to James, the today's form is already closed. I cannot help you with that. So no need to worry. Okay, it will not actually create a problem for you. No, Denver, it should not ask you the credit card detail. You have to go with a free plan. Do not go with any paid plans. Okay, please switch back to free plan. If you are on a free plan, it will not actually ask you any credit card details. You do not need any credit card for using Render. Okay, I showed you, I think so yesterday. I started from sign up process. I did everything in front of you. Okay, so please follow that steps. Go with free plan. Do not go with any paid plan. Okay, you went with a free plan. It should not ask you. I think so. It might depend upon region. In which region are you, Denver, right now? Most probably, it should not ask you any kind of credit cards detail. Okay, because I haven't filled any of this. Okay, great. So now let's get into this and let's quickly confirm. Sorry, complete this part. We do not want to kind of so there might be case depending upon country there would be different regulations for render. So I cannot confirm for Sri Lanka what is the case, but if you are in India, in that case, you will not require cards. Okay. So do one thing. If your render is asking for credit cards, you can kind of try with Versal. Okay. Versal can be a good option, but render is the best. Try using it up. Okay, try finding some way so that you can go with a free plan. Okay. No, Pooja, it's not like if you miss one day's attendance, then you will not get the certificate. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Ashish. Fine, guys. Okay. Should we move forward with the front end part? Okay. We have kind of not long, but we have enough front end to complete right now. So we will just quickly complete the front end and then we will move to deployment part. We'll test this application out. After testing out, then we'll kind of close this up. Okay. Last bootcamp used Vercel. Yeah, in last bootcamp we used Vercel. But right now I wanted to show you how we can work with render. So that's why I actually shifted to render right now. Okay. Yeah, if you can use VPN for this purpose, but when you will try to access the application, in that case also, you will need a VPN. Means not a deployment link, but if you want to change some settings for a deployment, then again you have to enable VPN and others. It is an option, but I will not promote that. Okay, there are some rules and regulations made for certain regions, so I would recommend you not to go beyond that. Okay. Okay, great guys. So let's quickly get into completion of our front end part and let's deploy it up so that we can close this fifth day. And okay, so right now this is my main app in which you have to write all of the front end, and I have defined the outer div right now, and we'll have to move to the inner div part now. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, man. Good evening, Sujay. Okay. Fine. So first thing that we need to make is a navbar. So we will define a navbar in this case, and we'll start a navbar. So navbar will have just two things. One is a button that will lead to homepage. So obviously you are on a homepage. So even though you are on a homepage, we'll add a homepage button, and there will be one more button of logout. So we also need to add a logout functionality. So all the kind of backend work that we needed in the front end part has been done. So the logout function has already been defined over here. So we will just go on calling each required functions. Okay. So in the front end, we just now need to call each and every function that we require. Okay. So no need to add anything extra from this. So let's begin the front end part. And I already told you what we require in this case. Like we will be using Tailwind CSS. We have been using from last class. So I hope so you do not have any issue in that. Okay. Yeah, you have to complete this project with assignment. Without this assignment, see, the assignment will be project itself. Along with project, I will add one or two small things. So, uh, see, I will not give project outside of your learning. Okay. If you learn, if you got to know something, so whatever thing you learned over here, whatever thing you got to know from this bootcamp, that will only be in the form of assignment. Okay. So you do not need to kind of worry about that. I am going to give you something very big or something very different. No, you will have something related to this itself. So no need to worry. Okay. Assignment duration. So you might get around 2 3 days to complete your assignment. So do not worry about the timing. You will have your enough time to complete it up. Okay. Okay. So navbar have been defined, and inside the navbar, I will create a unordered list. So you will tag and you will tag. So an ordered list will contain the tags. Okay. So class, fine. So class name, and in this case, what all will be the class name? So first thing I will define a flex. Why? Because I want my icons, or else what I want my nav links to be in a flex. Space X of 4, and after my UL has been defined, I will define my first list item inside this. So inside list item, now the link or else the nav link will be into or inside a anchor tag. So we also need to define an anchor tag in this particular case. And the first thing that we have is home, and this will be the only uh, anchor tag that we will need. Okay. Please give us enough time to complete the assignment. 3 days is too small. Yeah, Rose, I can think about that. Okay, fine. I might give you 4 days at max, five. Okay, not greater than that, because I know this is complex application. For that reason, 5 or 6, not greater than 6. Okay, I will tell you at the end of the session. I will tell you what will be the required timing. So meanwhile, please pay attention on this and let's complete it up firstly. Then we can think about that. Okay. Okay. So anchor tag, we need to give some padding y and padding x, padding y of 5 and padding x of 4. Okay, and rounded we will keep a full and semi bold, not front but actually not front but actually font, so it will be semi bold. Font has been added as semi bold. Okay, so transition in this case of color and duration of my transition will be kept as 200 for now. Okay, so now we'll need to add a hover effect too, and hover will be background or else orange 600. Okay, so this will be my background. And Nitesh, it might be enough for you, but for some others it might not be enough. So I have to see everyone. Okay, for that particular reason, I will kind of give you 6 days, and I will inform my team too that you have 6 days to complete. And it's not like if you are done, you cannot submit. You will be able to submit. So you will get the submission link from your group. So wherever you have a communication channel over there, you will get a link over there. Okay. Yeah. So let me complete this part. Okay. Shadow of. Okay. So this is my part, and one more thing that I need to do is. Okay, so padding y x has been added and rounded should be full, but rounded is not coming. and it should be transition. So transition transition. Wait, guys, around it. So spellings, check for the spellings. There are many spelling mistakes. And the font semi-bold is right. Duration 200. This fine. Looks great. Looks great. Okay, so the padding Y, we can kind of reduce the padding Y and X. It is too much of padding Y and X. Okay, so padding Y I will keep as 2 right. Fine. Okay. What is the topic of project? How this is day 5. Okay. If hopefully this was day 4, then I would have told you what is the topic. But right now this is day 5. So we do not need any extra href because it will lead to our homepage itself. Okay. Now, along with this, I also need a logout button. So let me create my logout button. So it will go inside my button tag. Okay. And I will write logout in this case. So let me quickly give it some styles. So styles for the logout will also be same. Okay. So where have you share the sign up? Sign up code is in the same sandbox, the front end part of it only. I think so. I shared the sandbox link for front end, right? So sign up page has been added over there itself. So if I show you, and this is the sign up code. Okay, I have already added it for you. So you can visit there and you can check. For now, you would not be able to access this part. Why? Because I have actually uh, added it as private sandbox right now because I'm coding. So after this session is done, in that case, you would be able to access it. Okay. So the styling part will be same for both the buttons. So I will just quickly copy it up and I will add in this case. And along with styling, we also need one more thing. What is that one more thing? That is what function should we trigger in this button? Okay. So I already created a logout function yesterday in our yesterday session. So now I have to call this logout function whenever I click on this button. So let me quickly add it up. So now what functionality do we need? We need a on click functionality. And whenever I click on click, I need to call my logout. Okay. So when I will click on logout, it will directly log me out of the session. Okay. That's what this button will do. Okay. So we have just this much in part of front end UI. Okay. Sorry, not front end UI, but actually the navbar. We will not add many more things into this. Okay. Yeah, guys, no need to discuss about the assignment right now. I haven't told you exactly what the assignment is. So just wait for me to complete this front end part, and then we will understand exactly what assignment is. Okay, so button has been added and everything looks good. Okay. No, Tanya, I did not told anything about the assignment or project. So you can kind of rest assured right now. I will tell you after the session. Okay. Okay, so after nav, I have to create my main. So let me add the code for my main. Okay. So now main part will have all the things. Main part will have one form to take in input from the user. Okay. So the input will be task. So what task does user wants to add? Then it will have a UI to show all the particular tasks that a user has added. So we have to manage two things over here. So inside main, I told you it will have two things, one form and one output window. So first thing I will define a class. Good evening, Ravi. You are too early to tell me good evening right now. We started already at 7. Okay. So flex 8 and padding of 8 on all sides. With this, I will add a H1 and I will tell my user what this application is. So my application is MERN to do app. Okay. So this is my application, MERN to do app. And let me give it a slide styling. Please share the code. Yeah, Sahid, you will get the code once the session is done. I have already shared the backend code with you. You can go through that backend code. The front end part I am writing right now, so just have patience. Okay. You would not be able to access the code right now, Sahid, because the visibility is set as private. Okay. Fine. Okay. We are on H1. So first thing that I need to do is Excel for Excel. Okay. And I will keep as extra bold for now. Yeah, Dhoni, there is no issue with missing one or two attendance. Okay. Even though if you have missed one or two, you will be eligible. So do not worry about that. Okay. Text will be kept as orange. So right now I'm writing front-end codes. So hope so you understand each and everything. Okay. So this is plain CSS. It does not contains anything out of concept or out of box. So please do not create any confusion for yourself in this part. Okay. So text orange 600 for this case, and I will add a drop shadow for now. Fine. So this is my H1 tag, and it's completely done. Okay. So after H1, what I will add after H1, I will start with my form. So let me create my form and let me work and complete the form. Okay. So form has two, three things. Okay. Form will contain on submit and other properties. So let me first add my on submit. So if I click on submit, Shashi, in every session, you do not need to spam and write or send the code. I told you once the front end part I have already shared with you yesterday. Right now, I have set the visibility to false, not false, but actually private. Okay. So for that reason, you would not be able to assess it up. So please have patience. You will be able to get the code after the session. Okay. Yeah, so I have to create my on submit function. So on submit function will need two, three things. First, e dot prevent default. Okay, fine. And then another thing, I need to call a function of add task. So inside add task, what I will add e dot target. So I have added some input in the target and not O, but actually zero dot value. Okay, so I will call this function of add task, and I will send it up. Then again, e dot target will again be called, and I will reset my target value to an empty string because I do not want the same value to get repeated again. So that's why I'm setting it back to empty string after sending it to my add task function. So where is my add task function? This is my add task function, and I am calling this now. Fine. So in form, when the form is submitted, in this case, I will call this add task function. Great. So now my form has been created. So let me create the input in this case. So first thing I will add is input. Okay. So first input, what will be my first input? It will be task names, and this will be the only input in the form of text. So the type will be text in this case. So type is text. So after type text, what we can add in this case? Yeah. So type will be text, and then we'll add a class name. Okay. Yeah. So class name. So padding three, guys. Do not just write anything in the chat box. Okay. I do not want you to get permanently blocked from the channel. So better if you write something, just think before writing. Okay. Rounded large will be added with 2 by 3 for this case, and focus outline looks great. Okay. Was outline none, and I might need kind of ring. So I will write a focus ring of orange 400. Okay, fine. So I have added a rounded. So rounded spelling is wrong. So looks great. Okay. So this is my form, and I will also need to add a placeholder in this case. So let me add a placeholder. So placeholder will be add your task or add a task in this particular case. So this is my form. Along with form, what is the next thing that I need? I need a submit button. Okay. So I will create a submit button, and the submit button will have a type of submit, obviously, because this is a submit button. So type will be set to submit, and then I will define a class name. And now the class will be similar to the previous button that we created. Okay, kind of majorly similar. So we can just copy up the previous button and we can just add it up here. We need to create a separate thing and just paste it. Okay, so it is kind of small. Why is it small? Because we haven't added any text. Okay, so you can add a text either submit, or else you can add a text of one more thing, either add. So the text, I think so it should be white. So right now the text should be kept as white. Okay, looks fine. So if I stretch it up, then it comes over here. Looks great, but we will also need a margin in this case. Might be a case, right? So let me add a margin left of 4. Okay, margin left of 4, and it looks good. Fine, looking great. Okay, so this is my button, and instead of submit, I will add as this over here. Okay, so now almost not completely the form has been completed, and you can add the text and you can set it up. We will manage one or two things more. The UI kind of not looks perfect, but we'll change some things. Okay, do not worry about this. So button is done and form is done. Looks great. So after form, next thing that we need is we need to add a filter. Okay. So we will add the filter now. So come outside the form and create one more div in this case. One more div. Okay. So one more div. So will make responsive. Yeah, obviously this will be responsive. Just whole code will be responsive. Do not worry about this. Just give me a moment. Is it in this one? No, it's not yet shared. It's not yet shared. Just uh, have patience right now. And with 2 by 3. So I can add my width as full right now. So width full will keep it right there. And width 2 by 3 is keeping it somewhat small for now. Okay, no problem. Fine. Let's complete it up and then we'll fix this minute problems. Yeah, so now, next thing that we need is a filter. So let's create a filter in this case. So first thing I will give a class name. Okay. Yes, you will get a link for the code sandbox and you would be able to access the code from there. Okay. And just have patience and please stop spamming about the code each and every time. You will get everything. Do not worry about this. Okay. So margin bottom has been added 6 gap of 4 and justify as center in this case. So the form which I created was fine, looks great, and I created a this. I might need a class name in this case, okay, because there is some small issues. Okay, so in class name for the form, not bottom 6, I missed this class name, so you can add the class name in this case for the form. Okay, so gap of 2 and justify, we can keep it as center because with this the UI will kind of get back to center. Okay, now it looks fine. So this is done and let's get back to the filter, and in the filter what all things do we need to add. So filter will be filtering our data based upon two things. One is priority and other thing is your status. So yeah, so in this case we will add the filter and we were done with justify center, right? Okay, so now the outer div is done. What we will add in inner div? So we will add a select. So we will do a partial selection. SELECT select. Okay. Yeah. So in select, we will add the functionality to filter out our task. Okay. So in select to one thing, add on change property, and on change of E, we will define a function, and it will take care of my all the select options. Okay. So first thing, we already created a set filter, so we will add our set filter now. First set filter is based upon status. Okay. So set filter dot status and E dot target dot value. So we will take our input from the select option. So we are going to give a drop down menu. Okay. So from where we will partially filter it out. Then after this, we will give it a small style, and what will styling will be in this case. So padding of 2. Copying data is we can get a project like this, a patient data. Yeah, the respective faculty will take care of it. Okay. I think so. There is one more boot camp. I think so tomorrow or else day after tomorrow. So whatever respective faculty will be, he will take care of that. Okay. Okay. So rounded, large in this case, and focus outline none. So I will keep it as focus outline none, and focus ring of 2 for now. Okay. And what should be the color of the ring? So focus, so ring orange 400. Okay. So this is all properties that I needed. Now along with this, I need to add two things. So after this, I also need to add a value. So what should be the default value? So default value should be filter status. And now I have to give options. So I have defined my select, and I will give a options. Okay. So options. So I also need to style the option. So give a class name, and let's style it up. Okay. Actually, no need to style because it is default. Okay. Sorry for this. Okay, so in options, I need to give two things as we are filtering based upon the status. So there will be two status in which one will be complete and one will be pending. So I need to give two options. One option will be completed, and another one option that we need is pending. Okay, so one option has been done, and let me create another option. So option, and this one will be pending. Okay. So we also need to add a value in this case. Okay. So option has been added, but we also need a value. So in case of uh, complete, wait, in case of when complete, I will add my value. So the value is spelling VALUE. Fine. So value spelling, sorry, not value spelling. So in case of complete, I will first of all give it a complete. Okay, so this will be one value, and another value I will give, that is pending. And along with this, I also need one more thing. Uh, I also need all option. Okay, I also need an option for also all status, and in this case, the value that I will give will be all. Okay, so what is the error I'm getting in this case? Select is created, and the select has been successfully closed. It does not have any error. Cannot assign it only property value pending select. Okay. Okay. So this is one thing that I'm missing. Fine. Okay. So one thing that we added is selection or else kind of filter based upon our status. Now we also need to add filter based upon priority. So we'll just quickly copy this up, and we'll change some of the task in this. So first thing, we need to change this up, and we need to add it based upon priority. Okay. So set filter priority, and over here it will be filter priority. Okay. And we have two, three priorities, not two, three, but actually three priorities. So let me completely add this. Priority. 50. So first priority that we have is low. Then after low we have medium, and after medium we have high. So we'll add first of all low, and then we'll add medium, and then we'll add high. Okay, HIGH. And based upon this too, I will add it as low, and then medium, and then high. Okay, so these are my priorities right here. Fine. Yeah. Basic knowledge, it will be shared by 8 or else 8:10. I will tell you, you have to wait till 8:10. Okay. Fine. So our option for filtering has been added. Now we have one or two next thing, that is we have to complete the list card. Okay. So each list will be shown on the card. Okay. Please check the spelling, sir. Which spelling are you talking about? Value spelling. Target dot value, and yeah, value spelling. Fine. Thanks for telling me. And I think so I made this mistake on the top too. Value. Fine. Great. Last one. Value. Fine. Okay. So the filter has been added, and it looks fine now. And next thing that we need to show our output based upon these all applied filters. Okay. So for that purpose, we will now next define our list items. So because all the tasks I want to show it in the form of list. So let me define a UL for this particular action. So from here, we will define a task after filtering. Okay, so this is the thing that we will define up right now. Okay, so let's start up this part. Okay, fine. Okay, so UL, we have added the UL. Now, first thing that we want to add in UL is kind of space Y. So space Y of 4. So each of the items that will come inside the UL, I want to add a space Y of 4. Now, based upon filter task, I have a filter task. So filter task dot map. Okay, and I will define my task in this case, and this is my map function that will take care of showing all the output on the screen. Okay, so filter task contains all the output after filtering out whatever way you want. So we have two filters: one is status, one is priority. So after filtering out both things, this will be the case where I will get the output. So first thing that I want to define now is inside UL, I will need a li item. Okay, so list item, and let's start with my list item right now. Okay, 169 value. I think so. It's already updated, right? And the medium spelling. Fine. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, guys, values spellings are corrected. So you can stop spamming that. Fine. So list item has been added, and list item, first thing that I need to add is styling. So padding white, sorry, padding 4, background of white in this case. Okay, rounded of Excel, and shadow. So shadow, you can add either medium, or else you can keep a normal shadow in this case. Okay. So the flex in this case will be of a column flex, not a row flex. And when we get into medium kind of screen, in that case also we will move to flex of row. Okay, fine. Flex column, and for the medium size screen, we will move to flex of row. So if we are in a medium size screen, then we'll go to item center. If we are normally, we will have, yeah, guys, just stop after writing all thing. I will just check it once. Okay, if there is some spelling mistake, I will write it out. Okay. Yeah. So in case of medium, I will also add a justify center gap of 4, and for my hover effect, I will add a background orange. So orange 100 because I want a very light background. Okay. So transition, and the transition will have a duration. For now, I will add a 300 of duration right now, and the spelling of our will be this and gap justify center. Fine, fine. Okay, so we'll see the task. Right now, we haven't added any task, so we are not expecting any output right now on the screen. Okay, so we are yet to log in and we are yet to perform any functionalities. So after that only we will be able to see this on the screen. Okay, fine. So my list item has been created, and one more functionality that I primarily need in my list item is key. So each time if you define a map, you need to add a key inside that map. So underscore of ID will be my key in this particular case. And I do not need a semicolon right here, so I will remove it. Now under inside this li, I will define one more div, and this div will be the starting of my card. So div and div, give it a class name. So okay, so give it a class name, and in this I will have a flex one. Yeah, Praveen, no need to write attended in the chat. It is not an area where you have to mark your attendance. Okay, I will give you a separate form to mark your attendance, and also have some details about some related information I will give you. Then you can mark your attendance. Okay, fine. So first span is for my task. So I have added the class name for that purpose. So text I will add as large. How did you remember? See, Nitesh, the only thing to remember is the UI that you want to create. Okay. And the next thing to remember is the class that you're using in CSS. So obviously you will kind of you do not memorize it, but while working, when you go on working, you kind of get to know each and every class that you require. So right now you can see I also make many mistakes, many spelling mistakes. Sometimes I write instead of font, I write text. So there are some mistakes that you will make at each point of your career. Okay. So you do not need to worry about this for remembering all the classes. You will kind of slowly understand how we remember it. Okay. Actually, you just need a UI in your mind or else UI at the side. So kind of I keep UI handy with me at the side so that I can see what actually I'm designing. Okay, fine. So now let me complete this. So text I am adding as large. Okay. Next, where would I be shared with you? I will tell you, Aryan, have patience, please, guys. Have a small amount of patience in this kind of like what I see in this present generation, you do not actually kind of have patience. You lose your patience over some seconds. So if I told you that I will explain, it means I will obviously explain. Okay. Explaining you will not cost me anything. I will obviously explain. Then only I will close the session. So have patience. What all things we need, I will explain you one by one. You do not need to worry about this. Okay. Span. And first thing was my task.text, and over there we added the text. Okay. And next span that we have is status as well as priority that we need to add in this case. So we'll add it collectively. So task dot status will be one. Okay. And by comma, you can add task dot priority as one more. Okay. And let me give it a class name. Fine. Okay. So this will be two, three things we need, and margin left, I will add two. I want to add a space, and in this case, I will add a text of small for now, and then text gray of 200, or else for darker color, we will add a 500 of text gray. Okay. So one more thing, this should coincide. Okay. So my text has been added, my priority as well as my status has been added. Now I have one more thing. What is the next thing that I need to add? is I need to add a button to change my status, as well as I need to button to actually change my priority, and then I need a button for my delete functionality. So let me quickly add those buttons. So I will add one button, and all other buttons will be just copy of it. Okay. So fine. So after outside this div, I will create one more div, and this will contain my button and other things. So class name. Okay, so class name is here. Now in this class name, first thing that I will define frankly is a differential. Okay, fine. So in this case, flex and gap of two, because we are adding two buttons side by side. Okay, so flex and gap of two, and item will be center, not items, but actually item. So inside this, I will define my one button and another button. We will just copy paste it up, and we'll change some of the functionalities inside this. So first button that we have is a kind of task button, or else update task button. Okay. So for this, I will need a on click. So whenever I click on this button, I will call a function of what function I will call? I will call an update functionality. Okay. So in this case, I have already created update status. Okay. So update task status will be called, and I need to pass two things, that is task dot underscore ID, as well as the present status. Okay. So task dot status in this case will be passed to my function. Okay, great. Then after this, I need a class name, and class name will be a special kind, because we need some dynamic inputs based upon some inputs. We will change the styling over here. Okay, fine. Clear, guys? Is there any doubts, any problems till this point? I see the chat is kind of silent today, so hopefully you are attentive in this point. Okay. I'm trying to solve the problem. It's not working. Karthik, if it is taking you 3 days to solve one problem, better start from scratch again. Okay. The thing is, you are too deep down, stuck in your error, that it will be kind of difficult to come out again. So it's better you can start back again. Okay. And you can again build it from the scratch. So that is the best option. It will require you 1 day at max, because you have already wasted your 3 days on this. So do not waste much more time on that. Okay. Duration of 200. Now here comes my dynamic change. Okay. So in this case, what I am trying to add is I will add styling based upon my status. So if my task dot status is equals to pending. Okay. If my task dot status is equals to pending, in that case, I will have a different styling. So in that case, I will add a background yellow of 400. Okay. And as well, I will add a text yellow of 900 in this case. Fine. Okay. Hover yellow of 500 for now. And after hover, fine. So this will be in the case where I have my status as pending. If my status is not pending, and then I will change everything with green. So I can copy it up, and I will change all my styling from yellow to green. So it will be green, green, green. Okay. So this will be my complete styling right till this point. So I have added only functionality, and I have added my styling too. Everything looks great. Then comes my output on the screen. So in case of this also, I need to check if my task dot status. Okay, so I will check if my task dot status is equals to pending. So if my task dot status is equals to pending, then I will add option to mark complete. Okay, so if it is not pending, in that case, I will add option to take it back to pending stage. Okay. Okay, so mark pending will be my next option to add. And let me close my braces and things. Great. Okay, so one button is done. I have created one button. You will get the output when we actually host it up and when we will testing it up. Okay, so right now we do not have output because we haven't authenticated ourselves. And authentication will be done once we are actually done with this part. So there is one button has been created. Now we need another button. So another button will be for changing the priority. Okay. So we already created a select option on the top. So we are going to use that particular select option itself over here. Now guys, attendance hasn't been sent till this point, and I will send attendance at around 8:10. Okay, because we are wrapping up the session. So I need some time to complete this UI. I need some time to host it up. I need some time to check it up, test it up, and I also need some time to explain some related things too. So you can kind of have patience. Okay, fine. Okay, so now we need a select option to change this part. So what I will do, I will copy the select. We already had the select, and I will add some changes in the select, and we'll use it up. Okay. So just down the button, we can add the select, and where's the start? Okay. This is the starting. Alt Control Shift. Okay. So I will move it somewhat. I do not want it at this point. Just give me a moment, guys. Let me make some changes in this, and then we would be able to use it. Okay, so first thing, we do not need, yes, first thing that we need to add is value. Okay, so we need to add a value in this case. So what will be the value? Value will be taken up from input. So value will be from the task. So task dot priority. Okay, so this will be my value. And in case of on change, what should I call? In case of on change, I will call my update function. So update filter, update task priority will be called. So it will be update task priority. Okay, so that will be called, and I will share or else I will send two values. That is task dot underscore id, comma task dot priority, or else we can just keep it like it is this at this point. Okay, no, I think so. We need a e dot target dot value. Okay, we need to send the value to because the function will take two inputs. I think so. Yeah, function will take two inputs, so we'll add both the inputs, and the option will be only three options. That is all, low, medium, and high. Okay, three options, and we have added it up. Fine. Class name, I think so. We can keep the same class name that we have right now. Okay, so the class name will be same that we have added right now. Fine. Okay. Is there anything more that we are missing? So value has been, okay, so we have added one more value. So we'll remove this up. We do not need it anymore. Okay, so select has been added in the card and it looks fine for now. Okay, great. So this is also done. And the next thing that we need to add is a delete option. Okay, so we will need a delete option. So let me do one thing. Okay, we have to design it from scratch. Okay, we cannot copy it from the top because the top button is kind of different. So this will be one button, and the button will be a delete option. So I will add a delete case in this particular option. Okay, so on click, what will be my on click functionality? So on click, I will call my delete case. Okay. So on click, and I will call a delete task. And in case of delete task, what I need to share? I need to share my ID. So which particular ID I want to delete, I will share that up. Along with this, I will also need one more thing, that is title for this, and title will be delete task. And next thing is my class name. So let me style it up. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's items will be set as center, gap of one we will send. Okay, yeah, guys, whose birthday are you celebrating in the chat? Background rate of 500. Okay, I think so. If your birthday of full in this case, transition. So transition of color and duration. I will add as 200 and margin left of 206. Okay, so this will be my delete button, and delete button has also been added. Okay, fine. It looks great till this point, and we can also add a I tag, and we can use something much more. We can use an icon. Okay, so I will add a small icon in this case. It will be FAS and FA trash. Okay, so this will be my trash icon that we are going to use in this case. Fine. So my main application is done. I will just add a small footer, and then we will move with the deployment, and we will quickly check it up. Okay, we will quickly check our deployment, and we'll see. Okay, so in footer, I will just add there's a copyright symbol. No problem. We'll skip the copyright symbol. 2025 your to do app. Okay, so you can give it a small style for now. Okay, yeah. So background orange of 500, and text will keep it as white. Yes, actually, you will get the code link. So again and again, I have to repeat same thing many times. I know if I am writing a code, I have to share it up, and obviously, I will share it up with you. Okay, I will not run away with my own code. Okay, so I will share it up. So my footer has also been added. So this is the completion of UI, and I need to now deploy it up, and I need to check it up if everything is working fine or not till this point. Okay, fine, great. So let's move with the deployment part, and let's quickly deploy it up. Okay, and then we will be good to go for this particular application. Yeah, I will share the attendance form. We are yet to do many things. Okay, let me cover it one by one. And although we are kind of not ahead time right now, but we are particularly at good pace. Okay, guys, have some patience. Okay, I will share everything one by one. Okay, so I have to go with deployment now. So I will again go on render application, and I will actually be over there, and the front end part will also be deployed at that particular position itself, at that particular website itself. Okay, fine, great. I hope so. Your backend is already deployed, right? I hope so. Your backend is already deployed right now. It's already done, right? Is there any issue in the backend that you are facing? Because yesterday I was getting many requests from your side that there is some issue in running the backend and other related things. Okay, everything is fine till in the backend, right? I hope so. Everything is fine for you. Okay. Okay, I think so. My screen share has stopped. Wait a minute. Let me share it again. Give me a moment. Let me share my screen share. Okay. Well, fine, fine, fine. So if it is still there, I would recommend you to start your backend part from scratch. Okay, no need to debug that same error again and again. Please start your backend part again and please do it again. Okay, fine. So now let's go with the deployment. So in stage of deployment, first thing that I need, I have got course while deploying. Can you see, Ishika, in the backend, I told you for course, you need to add all origin permission. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me show you the code. I think you have access to my backend code, right? I have made it public for you. So over there, I added a course and I added a star in the origin. So that star means I will allow all, uh, 1 minute, to do, wait a minute. Where is that? Just give me a moment. I think so. I deleted or what? Okay, no, it's there. So in the index.js, what you need to add app.use course and the origin you have to set to star. Okay. Why do you need to set to star? Then it will allow all origins to access your application. Okay. In that case, you will not get a cause error. Okay. So that is the case that you have to take care. Now, let me complete my deployment and then we'll see if any queries are there. So I will first of all create my front end. Okay. Wait. What did I do? Yeah, so let me create my repository and to do front end. I will keep it as public because I need to access it from the render. So you click on create repository. Okay. So let's click on create repository. It will take you around max to max 1 minute. Okay. Let it complete the process of creation of repo and then we will move forward with actual deployment. So let me open the GitHub too. So the code would be at GitHub itself. Yeah, guys, I will share the attendance link. Please have patience. Yeah. So my repo has been created. To do front end has been created. And now what we can do, we can go on our dashboard for render. Go on dashboard and you have to create new. Okay. Go to the option of add new. And over there, go with the option of static side because this is front end and this is kind of semi-static. So we will go with static side. Click on static side. Select the code that you want to deploy. I will select my to do front end. Okay. So click on this and you will get certain configurations to do. No need to change anything. No need to change anything. You will have to go with the default configuration. And we do not have any environment variable right now. We already deployed the environment variable in the backend. So click on deploy static site and let it actually get deployed. Okay. So wait for some moment. It will start deployment. Okay. Fine. So let's see if it gets successfully deployed or else we are going to get some error. So let's see that. Okay, it might take you around 2 minutes or three. So we got a small error. What is error? Let's see. Conflicting pair does it 3.2.1. Okay. So the problem right now that is I can read is there is a conflicting dependency between TypeScript and React. Okay. So React script and TypeScript are having kind of dependency issue. It means the version of TypeScript that we are using. So we are not using TypeScript but the code sandbox by default adds TypeScript inside the repo. So what we need to switch whatever version of TypeScript we are using to 3.2.1. So let's go on our GitHub. Okay. And in GitHub, I have to go to my package.json. And in package.json, I can find that my TypeScript version is 5.7.2. Okay. So due to this, I am having a small error. So this 5.7.2 is not actually compatible with my React script. So React script is also greater than 5.0.0. Okay. So now I have to switch this TypeScript back to 3.2.1. So I will directly add changes over the GitHub itself. Okay. So in this case, I will change it to 3.2.1. and I will actually commit up. Okay, commit changes and let is yeah, it got committed. And now I will fetch it again. Okay, I will add the option deploy latest commit. Okay, so once I've chosen the option to deploy latest commit, it will again start the deployment, and now it is going to take around 2 minutes of us. So till it gets deployed, what we will do, we will go and quickly see one thing. What is that one thing? So right now, this was our boot camp. Okay, so we completed our 5 days boot camp, and you got to learn many things. So if you are interested in learning full stack web application, full stack web development from me, so I will be the mentor on this batch. So in that case, I will explain you what all things we are going to study in that batch and what all things you will be getting. Okay. So first, let me explain you this, and then I will explain what all things you have to do next. So in this full stack web development program that I will be taking as a batch, so we are kind of going to understand what overview we are taking. So uh, why am I telling you right now? Because there would be many of you who would not be knowing about these batches that I am taking on from DevTown. So now, see, first of all, we will start with the web development fundamentals. Okay, in that we will understand about topics like web protocols, version control, and everything. So main tech stack that we will use is HTML5, JavaScript, GitHub, Bootstrap or Tailwind, and as well as Express. Okay, so we are going to use this out. Okay, so along with this, the topics that we will cover, first of all, we will start with the basic of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, and once that is done, we will move to the front end part. Okay, and in the front end, we will do with mainly the we will move our focus on React. So React will be the one topic, and after React, the backend deployment. Already everyone knows we will be using Node.js, Express, and other related tech stacks. And DevOps, obviously, we have to do Dockers, Docker containerization, and Kubernetes CI/CD. We will be seeing this all options, and along with DevOps, we will make all big projects. Okay, this course will have a big project for us. So projects like Book My Show clone, Zomato clone, and other projects. Okay, so we have a lot of things for you right now. If you want to sign up with us for a full stack application, full stack batch in with me. Okay, so I will be the mentor in that case. So while I share a attendance link, you will get an option to mark if you are interested in our program. Okay, so if you mark it yes, then our team will kind of contact you and explain you more detail about this. Okay, I just gave you a small overview. You will get to know more about this. So whoever is interested, they can kind of add it yes in the attendance form. And let me tell you, along with this, you also have an option to get certificate from IBM related to this tech stack. So right now you have an offer running. So the batch that we are going to start will start from July 1. Okay. So before that, we have an offer running in which if you pay 5,000, so in that case, you will get all this material, live classes with me, all project getting built. Along with this, you will get a IBM certificate in this whole package. Okay. So see guys, we have a maximum limit of 30 per batch. So if you are interested to join it with us, please sign up before 1st of July. Yeah, so the course fees is 5,000, not just for the course. Okay, along with the course, you will get a IBM certification. So let me tell you, IBM certifications are paid. Okay, so 5,000 will include that certification too. Yeah, actually, if I was talking only about the course, in that respective, 5,000 would be more, obviously. But right now, we are talking about live classes plus projects plus IBM certification that we will provide you in that whole collage. Okay, so that is what we will be covering. And the batch size that we have right now is okay. Batch size that we have right now is maximum 30, and we will starting from 1st of July. So please, if you are interested, please kind of add it in the form. And if you have any yeah, so any fee related query more, if you want to understand, you can kind of contact our support. Okay. So DevTown team will give you more clarity. So that fee that I told you might fluctuate because more clarity you will get from DevTown 5,000 not in 5,000 not in dollars, but in actual Indian currency, not dollars. Okay. I'm not talking about in dollars. It is in Indian currency. Okay. So more about this fee detail, you can uh, you can know more about this from our DevTown team. So no need to worry about this. It might fluctuate more or less. Okay. Fine. Okay. See, this is whole course. In this whole course, you are going to get around 3 months of lectures. Then you are going to get projects getting built, and along with that, you will get IBM certificate. Okay, great, great, great. Fine. Okay, so please, I will when I provide you attendance link, you will have an option to mark over there, so you can actually mark it over there, and our team from our end will contact you and share more detail for you. Okay. Fine. Okay. So let me get back to this part and let's see, my website is live now. So let me run my site and let me see how my site is looking right now. So this is my output. Let's go with the sign up page first of all. Okay. Fine. Yeah, Soumya, I will share the attendance form. In there, you will have the option. Okay. And on the other side, we will contact you from our end once you are interested. Okay. Okay, fine. So let me show you the test. Okay. So let's create, first of all, let me create an account. So I can create account with name of DevTown. Okay. Okay. I can create an account with the name of DevTown. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, obviously the project whole, this is whole project for this bootcamp. Okay. Wait, so let's check it out. So I will create my password. So let me create my password right now and let me click on sign up. So the sign up process will take you some time because we are on a free server, so it takes some computational time. And let us wait for some moment to actually get signed up. Okay, attendance link. Yeah, wait for some moment. I will share the attendance link because I also have to explain you the project that you need to submit. So if I share the attendance link right now, then you might get kind of uh, disinterested. So wait, okay. Yeah, so certification you will get after submission of this project. Okay. Okay, it is running. So just wait for some moment. Once the sign up is done. Okay, the first sign up will kind of take you more time because what happens because on render, the free service that we take, it kinds of shuts down our server. So we have to wait for around 1 minute or something to for it to get restarted. Okay, great, Aryan. If you have filled the bootcamp for SQL bootcamp, sorry, form for SQL bootcamp, you can attend it up. Yeah, I will share. Just give me a moment. I will share the front end code with you. Till it's getting signed in, I will share the front end code with you. Where is my front end code? To do front end. Okay, so I will change it from private to public now. And let me copy it up and let me share. Okay, so this is the front end link. You can access it up. Wait a minute, let me just give me a moment. Where is my chat? Where is my chat? Chat. Okay, so I will pin it up in message. Okay, so front end link is on the top. It is taking time for me. Just wait. Let me see what's the problem. It should not take this much time. Actually, it should get deployed. After deployment, it will get completely running. Is it working still? Is there any error right now? There is no error for us right now. Okay, let me restart it and let me see. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I will run it up. Okay, it's telling me not found. Where is my render? Here is my render. Okay, so let me try login. If I am trying to log in, I have created one account already, so I would be able to log in into it. Uh, just wait and let's see if it gets logged in or not. Yeah, everyone comes here for attendance, I think so. So that's why everyone is getting flooded right now for attendance itself. Okay. Okay, let me see. The deployment has been completed, but let me see why the backend is actually not clearly functional. So just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Let me see if it's working fine on other platform or not. Okay, so deployment is actually done, but render is having an issue. Okay, what about the backend link? Backend. So backend should be up and running in this case. Okay, so backend is already deployed and it's running. So fine, it's running. What is the issue? Okay, so I will go with the sign up and I will create my account again and I will give it a password. And let's try with the signing up again because login actually worked. So sign up should also work. Okay. Let's give it some time. If not, then I will try it on different browser. Okay. Might be case problem with the browser. So I can also try with a different browser too. So on that, hopefully, this will work. No, Zaitan, attendance link has not been given. Let me test this application first of all, and then we'll share the attendance link with you. Okay. It's taking a lot longer time than it should take. And wait, no problem. Let it have time. Okay. Okay, so I can try it on different browser. Okay. Let me actually do one thing. Let me shift to different browser and let me check. Okay, done. Okay. So I have been registered successfully and I got logged in successfully. So the problem right now is the free server that we are using. Because of that, the processing time that is required is more. Okay. So obviously render will kind of give more priority to the paid services or else paid users. And we are actually on the free, so it will take us some time, but it's better because we are learning, so no need to go to any paid service. So one more thing, I have added the attendance link. I have pinned it on the top, so you can mark your attendance. Okay. So I have logged in. Now next thing that I need to do is add task. So suppose I have one task of meeting with my boss. So I will add one task. Okay, meeting with my boss. Task has been added. Now, two, three things. First, this is my mark complete button. So if I want to tell that the task has been completed, so I can mark it complete. Okay, and it goes to mark complete option. If I want to change the priority, then I will change the priority as I need. I can keep it as low. I can keep it as medium. I can keep it as high and I will add one more buying milk. Okay, so I will click on add, and right now by default it comes with medium priority and it is with pending state. Okay, so these all things you can change. So if I want to reset it back to pending, I will click again, and it will get reset back to pending. Okay, so these are two tasks, and I will add one more task of coding. Okay, so this is my third task that I've added. So if I want to change it to high priority, then I will go to high. So right now I will keep three priorities for me. One is low, one is medium, one is high. So let me check out my filter, if my filter is working or not. So first priority I will go is low. So in low priority, I am getting one output. For medium, I will get one output. For high, I will get one output. Okay. So let me go back to again to this, and I will add this as complete. Okay, so this is marked complete. So first of all, I will go with pending. So pending, for pending, I'm getting these two outputs. Then for complete, I'm getting just this output right here. Okay, so it means my filter is also working. Now comes my delete operation. Let me check if my delete is working. I will click on delete and it should delete my particular task. So it has particularly successfully deleted my task. So it means my function or else my all of the backend services, all of the front end is working fine. I have to check my logout. I click on logout and I get logged out. Okay. So this is what I was trying to create on this 5 days of bootcamp, and I hope so. You have got to understand everything right here. Okay. Yeah, attendance link is marked. Sorry, attendance link is pinned on the top. You can mark over there. Okay. You will need to sign in, and you can mark over there. Fine. Now, let me discuss about what is the project that you need to submit. So, first thing that you need to do is you need to completely develop this application, whatever we did for 5 days. Okay. So, complete this application, all front end, back end, deploy it up, completely deploy it up. And then once you have completed the front end and back end, then you have to create a demo video for this application. Okay. Create a demo video, start from the sign up page. First of all, sign up, then go to the login, do the login work, get inside your account, create your task, show all the functionalities as I did now, right now. So show all the functionalities required. And now, along with this all functionality, you have to actually justify your application. So it is kind of a startup pitch. So whenever you go for a startup pitch, you kind of justify why this application is better. Okay. So you have to justify your application in your demo video. So in your demo video, you have to explain each and every part of this functionalities of the application, how you have implemented, and what all benefits do you have along with this. Okay. So you can create this demo video on a theme of startup pitch. Okay. So using this theme, you have to completely create a demo, and submission will be in the form of deployment link. One submission is this, and another submission will be you have to submit the link for the video. So the demo video that you have created, you have to submit that link. So as this is kind of complex application, and I see you were asking for some more time, so you can have around 6 days of time. Okay. So right now, today, if we see today is 29, so I would like you to submit your application by 5th of July. Okay. So normally I do not give this long deadline, but as per your request, I see you are finding it kind of somewhat difficulty in completing this. So you have 5th of July, complete this whole website. Along with this, create a kind of startup themed demo for you. And once it is created, share the deployment link and share your video, demo video that you have. So the submission form will be shared with you. Okay. Yeah, obviously, you should have voice in your demo video, because the theme of demo video is kind of startup pitch. So you have to pitch out your application in the video, and you have to justify all the functionalities. You have to tell the user why this is a very great platform that you have created. Okay, fine. So for submission, registered users, registered students who have registered for this bootcamp, they will get a submission link in the community chat wherever they are in. So over there you will get it up. Okay. So in that form you have to submit. So you have 6 days, and you will submit everything before 5th of July. Okay. The time limit you can keep max at 10 minutes, okay, not greater than that, because for everything right now, 10 minutes is more than enough for you, okay? Yeah, duration you can keep as 10 minutes. No, there are no any other constraint, only submit the deployment link and the demo video link. So that will be the submission. And once you submitted this assignment, you will be eligible for your certificate, okay? Backend link. Just wait a minute. Yeah, yes, course error you have to see on your backend code. You have to allow all origin, okay? So normally all origin is not the safest method to do, but right now we are not on a great project. We are on a learning project. So for that reason, you can go with a normal course allowing all the users, okay? Prachi, you have to submit the deployment link of this particular application. You have to create this application on your own, and then you have to create a demo video explaining the application and justifying why this application is best and better than any other application. Okay. Yeah, Napman, if you want to add certain things in the front end, you can. There is not any restriction. So this is the base that you have to make. So the point till where I made, that's the base. If you want to add any better functionalities, obviously you are good to go. Okay. Yeah, VS Code. Sorry. Yeah, you can do it in the VS Code. Only thing matter for now is the deployment link for us. Praveen, submit the assignment and you will get the certificate. Okay. Yeah, Tuba, I already explained you what we have to submit. You have to submit the deployment link of this application and you have to create a demo video. Okay. I already told you whatever editor you want to use, it's your choice. You can use anything. Okay. You will get a form to submit. You can actually add your video to, I think, so Google Drive or any other platform. So much better will be Loom. You can use Loom for creation of your video. Okay. So you can share the link and that will be much more better. Okay. Yeah. So there's no issue with that. Yeah, you have to post the video. Either you can add it to the Google Drive, but much better would be use Loom for that purpose. Vedika, if you do not have laptop, you can kind of borrow for from your friends or do something, okay? Because to practice, you need a laptop, okay? We are working on website development and you will need a laptop. No, you do not need to, or you should not copy paste the code, okay? Better you do not do this. Create your own backend service, create your own front end service. What is the need of learning? If you want to copy paste at the end, what is the need of your learning? Why are you in this bootcamp if you are going to copy paste? Better do not come to the bootcamp if you want to do this copy paste work. Fine, guys. I hope so you're clear. No copy pasting allowed. Do things on your own. Create the site, deploy it on your own, and please create the demo video and share all the links. Fine. I'm not going to add anything to this. And with this note, I am going to close the session right now. I hope so. You enjoyed this 5 days of bootcamp, and I am open to any feedback, any reviews that you want to add. And I will welcome each and every review. And I hope so you add these reviews for me for improving more in next coming boot camps. Okay. So thank you guys for joining this 5 days with me. I enjoyed a lot with you. I built an amazing application for you. So thank you again. Have a nice night ahead. Good night. Bye bye. Thank you guys.